Welcome to the masterclass Inner Knowing Awakening.
Yes, and we are so excited to meet you here in this space, in this new studio,
Yes,
finally with improved sound.
absolutely. And now we can do things we have never done before. And you are the first to experience this in this masterclass.
And let's directly start with our completely new way to start the energetic sovereignty statement.
And this is very important. So we are very clear on our energetic boundaries. And this is crucial when
Mhm.
you want to step into inner knowing.
Yes, because when we want to awaken our inner knowing, we don't want any interference from outside. We don't want that, participants under each other are influencing
Yeah.
each other through karmic connections or whatever.
Because we'll be in a very vulnerable state, a state where we're
Mhm.
connecting inside, and anything in our energy field can be of disturbance. So we do not want any of that. That's why we start right away with what we call an energetic sovereignty declaration.
Yes, and before we start, also we invite you to put your phone away, to turn it off, and to make this really a sacred time for yourself, a safe space for yourself.
And participate fully. This is for
Mhm.
you. This is your moment to connect with your inner knowing, and nothing else is more important than this moment that we spend together.
So let's start together with the switch. And you can join us because now together we will read the energetic sovereignty statement. Here we go. In this event, we reclaim our full energetic sovereignty. We revoke all consent to external influence, manipulation, or interference, and forbid any energy harvesting. We cut all karmic links with any other participant and release all blocks and sabotage to healing. And we only allow the organic timelines of maximum healing for body, energy bodies, mind, soul, and oversoul.
Put your hands on your heart. Take a deep breath in again. And just feel.
And we invite now all of our parts to join this session. All the parts, even the inner children, our soul, the oversoul. And maybe you have no idea what the oversoul is, but you can see it like your bigger soul family. And now you can repeat after me. I now invite all my parts to join us for this session, to heal with us, and to reconnect to my inner knowing. Breathe in and out. And then you can come back and open your eyes again. And now we are ready to start and dive deeper into the inner knowing.
Absolutely. Inner knowing is something we are all born with.
Mhm.
But through time, and you will know in this session, through time we lost or we lose that connection. And it becomes very, very hard to connect again. And I know this very, very well. Because often I get lost in my head, in my mind, and thinking, and then it's very difficult, for example, to connect to your inner knowing.
Yes, and this session is not just coincidence because Roy had made a discovery that he wants to share with you. And the discovery was that he had ignored his inner knowing.
For a very, very long time. And here's my biggest trap for me is that when there's passion, when I talk with someone else and they have the same passion as I do, when they're inspired as I do, I tend to forget the voice inside. So I've made many different, I would say, agreements to work with people. There was always this voice in the background, but I was always focused on, the goals where we're going to. It's like you want to save the planet and you ignore yourself, but mainly the voice inside. So I made deals with people over the years. This is not just something that happened recently, but over the years I started working with people. Even in my own team, I had people at some point that I knew something was off. I knew I should stop. I should not continue with them. But there's also the other part of me that is more compassionate. So I would then, postpone and keep going against better knowing. And through that, I have had some really, really bad business mistakes. I've lost a lot of money. I had to give up some of my businesses. One of my partners even start to scam me. I got in scams one after the other, lost a lot of money, almost all my money I lost through these kind of deals. And until at some point I decided I'm going to stop. It was not a decision from one moment to the other, and many of what happened I also thank to Trinity and also to the new NEI that we discovered together. And I went through a crisis. And step by step, I've been working on getting by my inner knowing. And most importantly, to understand the difference between passion, that's just one aspect. Passion is not the basis to trust anyone because anyone who has a lot of energy can seem good on the outside, but still be very deceptive on the inside.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think this is something many people recognize. For example, yeah, also in relationships, in the beginning, it feels really, really good. And
Mhm.
you feel, oh my God, this is the partner, this is it. And we have such a good match. And then over time, there is something feeling not so good anymore. But we want to hold on to that spark that we felt. We want to hold on to that, yeah, that passion that you noticed
Absolutely.
so well. And
Absolutely.
yeah, I think many, many have this.
Absolutely. And for me, it was also holding on to
Mm-hmm.
a vision, a common vision, and to start ignoring myself, to start accepting things that I know deep inside I shouldn't accept. But number one, the common vision was important, but also believing that I had to sacrifice for love.
Mm-hmm.
And that also are signs that you're going against your inner knowing because your inner knowing will not accept that you sacrifice for love or for a vision. Because in the end, if you are not in balance, if you're not happy, if you're not really healthy, then what kind of mission are you going to follow?
And yeah, for many of us, this is also, yeah, a very hard topic because we have these inner children in us, the parts that, yeah, they are scared. They're just scared to
Mm,
realize certain things because they believe this could be the end of the world. There's
absolutely.
no other way.
Yeah.
And here comes the inner knowing at play because
Yes.
the inner knowing knows the way. The inner knowing knows exactly how to bring you out of the mess that you might be in. And I'm speaking also for myself because I also had this call of my inner knowing for several, yeah, months or maybe years, and I pushed it away. I ignored it because I felt also deep inside, yeah, but this, I want to do this. I want to really help people with this. And I'm now talking about channeling
Mhm.
because I was about to become a full body channeler and to, yeah, allow deities, beings, energies to use my body actually and to, yeah, bring messages into onto this planet. And in the beginning, it felt really good, but over time, I noticed that I was losing more and more energy. So something was draining me in the background, and this voice kept coming back. Well, if these energies are so powerful, why is it draining me? Why is it not feeling good? And yeah, I pushed it away because I didn't want to deal with it and I didn't know what to do. I felt there is no other way.
And here's was the big kicker is that when you deal with beings that are not from this world, and these are beings that we respect, beings that we believe, whoa, these are special beings, and especially Trinity trained for so hard to put herself away. So she was
Yeah.
very good in putting herself in the background and allowing these beings, these deities, these gods, these archangels, whatever have you, to speak through her. So she made herself unimportant. And that also was a big reason why they could just take the energy, and then they also start commanding you around. So they were forcing her, and also in this case me, to do certain things that didn't feel right. But again, these are the big guys. Who are you? You're a small guy. So you accept and you accept and you follow this whatever grandiose mission at the cost again of yourself. And what the beauty was with you is that you felt it inside. Your inner knowing was knocking and knocking and knocking.
Yes.
And at some point, you just have to say, stop.
Because the beautiful thing that we discovered is we are guided, but not from something far away outside there. It is here. It is really like a compass inside of us. And all the discoveries that I made, they were right for that moment. So it's very important to notice that every step you make is like, yeah, next level, a next step. And you are here today because you are ready to go to the next level with us.
Absolutely. And many of you want to know the difference between intuition and inner-knowing and inner knowing. And for me, the difference is inner knowing is just knowing it in the moment you need to know it. It is that connection. Intuition is more like something comes true. You don't always know what comes true or when it comes true, but inner knowing is when you pause, you connect, and then you know. For me, it's a big difference. How is it for you?
Yeah, for me, it also feels different. But of course, it might also be terminology, well, how
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
define it, how we define it. But knowing is really like, I know it. I don't have to understand it. I don't have to know why I know it, but I truly know it. And it is not just the faint feeling anymore. It is this true inner feeling of yes. And yeah, most of us have lost this connection. And also, our team members have to share something with you.
My biggest inner knowing trap is definitely a huge confusion with the inner knowing or not inner knowing of other people. For example, I was dating a man a few years ago and I was clearly feeling something is off. I should not be with him. And then I returned home because I was on vacation and everyone else told me, oh, it sounds so good, go back to him, start that relationship. And I didn't listen to myself, and then it was a huge disaster. So the other way around, I experienced also a confusion. For example, I stayed in a relationship and everyone else was telling me, Madeline, this is not good for you, stop that relationship, he's making you really feeling low. And I was continuing this relationship, so there my inner knowing was confused and wrong and the others were right. And everything in relationships for me personally, yeah, it gets really a mess when it comes to the inner knowing. So this is my biggest struggle with the topic.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
Me neither. Wow.
But thank you for sharing and your
Absolutely.
vulnerability,
Yes,
because I think many people need to hear this.
And I can recognize some of it, that's sure. And I think many people recognize this as well. So thank you for sharing.
Hello, everybody. So to the question, what is blocking my connection to my inner knowing? When I tune in, I can feel the inner childrens that are so afraid to give a wrong answer or to be judged for what they could feel or think. And yeah, this is the block I really want to get rid of, because in my everyday life, I'm so often confronted with the fact of, I knew it, and why I didn't say that before. We would have lost way less time, or it would have been so much easier. So yeah, this is my sharing with you. Maybe some of you will recognize themselves in this, but I can really, really feel that a big bunch of inner children are sabotaging and blocking this connection.
Yeah, I can feel that one. I can feel it
Yeah.
really deeply in my heart.
Yes, me too. That really touched me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So much is resonating with me in this moment.
Hello, guys. I guess my biggest block for the inner knowing is that I go too much in my head. And it's a paradoxon, because knowing and head, you think you have to think about it. But this is my biggest trap. So whenever I feel a little sensation, which could be the inner knowing, I immediately send upwards and I try to analyze that. Was that really true? Maybe it was the past. Maybe it is a sabotage. And as soon as I'm in that state, then of course it's already kind of lost. So it's for me to really sense this tiny little moment where I feel the inner knowing, maybe the inner feeling. And yeah, this is my biggest block. And maybe some of you recognize that. So let's shift that together.
Yes, I think this is something that many people realize themselves as well.
Absolutely. So, as you can see, nothing what we think is so different. We all share so many things, so many stories that resonate within us. And that really for me is very, very strengthening, because now I know I'm not alone in this, but even my team members carry some of this in us. And this is a really nice way to get to know your team members as well, by sharing stories with each other.
Okay, and now we want to invite you to our Inner Knowing Awakening session.
The question is, do we have your consent?
Yes, do we have your consent to guide this session for you, and also to check and test what is needed in the moment?
And what we do is we tune into the group and we find what do we have in common. What are our common wounds, our common sabotage mechanisms, so we can all work together in this field where we're going to start the healing. But first, we need your consent.
And yeah, probably you just said yes already. But in NEI, we have a new way how we say yes, and we want to share this with you.
Are you ready?
And if you want, you can already put your hands on your heart. Because it is not about just saying yes to everything. And we invite you now to, follow our invitation and speak it with us.
Yes.
Yes.
Only if this leads to maximum healing of my body, mind, soul, energy bodies, and oversoul with as much pleasure as possible.
Anything else is revoked permanently and has no power over me or any of my parts.
Breathe in and out.
And maybe you feel the difference, because we take your yes really seriously.
Yes, absolutely. And it's so important that we learn again here how to be so clear on our boundaries. What we discovered, that we have said yes to so many things that entrapped us in ways that we don't even know. And every time we participate in something like a masterclass, a group healing, a ritual, or anything else, what are we saying yes to? And when we become very clear on what we're saying yes to, we can also block anything that is not contributing to our maximum healing.
Yes, so you are actually now instructing your subconscious mind to only accept that contributes to your healing.
It's like training your subconscious mind. So, and in time, when you train it, it will do it automatically for you.
So now we are ready, and you can just start by finding a comfortable position. And yeah, we're gonna stay in a flow for a while. But first of all, we want to share with you the points that we're gonna use.
Yeah, so in NEI, we use different points, and some of you are already familiar with some of these points. But there's also some special points that we use that you need to know. And during this session, it's okay to open your eyes. To if you do not know the point or you feel a bit insecure, just you can always peek with one eye and check the point. But the goal is for you to stay as relaxed state as possible because we want to go deeper into that state.
And we start with the temples.
Mm-hmm.
So Roy will show you the
Yeah.
points. And it's not about making it perfect, just
Yeah.
massage and tap the way it feels good for you.
Yeah, sometimes I also do it like that. So these are the temples, very important for working with the brain and the mind.
Then the back of the head.
Oh, okay, so do the back of the head.
Yeah, that's perfect. Everybody sees the back of your head.
Okay.
Then we go to the crown.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Top of the head.
Then the third eye, and here we connect with the pineal gland. And yeah, this is very important for our inner knowing.
Yes.
Because the pineal gland is translating the field and the frequencies. And then we do the switch, you know that already.
Yes.
Then we will go to the suppressed emotion point. And no worries, you don't have to memorize it. We will do
We will
it.
guide you.
Guide you. You can relax completely. And then we go under the left axilla. Oh, this is your right axilla.
I'm looking at the camera.
Your left axilla on your left side, whatever it looks like for you in the screen. Okay, then we go to the third eye again. And then we do ear massage.
Yes. And with ear massage, it's important that you massage the whole ear, inside and outside, but also go in the ear. But just watch out that you can still hear us. So you massage it, and the ear is very, very important because it contains all the reflex points of the body, but also all the meridians, all the chakras. So it's a very, very important way to connect also with your energy bodies and even with your DNA.
Yes. And the next one is the trauma release. So you can now show your back head again.
And here we go down and up and we massage.
Show it with the other hand, then we can see it better. Yes, perfect. Yeah, so massaging down next to the vertebrae.
Yes.
And this is for trauma release. And you see already, this is not a normal tapping. So we are doing much more right now than just tapping. And the next one is on the right side, the liver.
The liver, yes.
Powerlessness.
Now I have the right side, right?
Yes.
So I do it with my left hand, but you can also do it with your right hand. As long as you just step under the rib cage on the right side.
And then we go to the beginning of the eyebrows.
Yes, both sides. Beginning, yes.
And then something that most people probably don't know, and this is stomach 12.
Oh yeah, you came prepared.
I come prepared.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's here, right?
Right, let me show it here. So here we have the clavicle, and then here we have the muscles, and it's above the clavicle against the muscle, right here. And it's a big point. You can massage it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it feels also, quite sensitive. And then we go under the clavicles for fear.
You can do it with one hand. You can also do it hands crossed or two hands.
And we will also go to the thumbs, and you can just gently tap your thumbs against each other.
Yeah.
And I think that was it. We will repeat some of the points. But yeah, why are we using tapping points?
Yes, a very good question, I may say. Tapping points is that the body has its own, I would say, energy system. And the energy system, which some of we know as partially the meridians, but it's more than just the meridians. We also have what we call the energy centers, such as chakras and much more. And through this, we can communicate outside of the third dimension. So if I want to, let's say, do a healing with my soul, by using these points, I am entering into the multidimensional field of energy. It's almost like sending messages, and I won't compare with Morse codes, but it's much more,
Yeah.
let's say, than Morse codes. But you're tapping not only in the physical realm of your body, but you're into your energy bodies, and you go out in many, many dimensions, where also our soul is, our oversoul is, and much more. So that's why these points are so important. And yes, we can use our intention, but having a point that is a certain frequency, you must see that each point has a different frequency.
Yeah.
And it's the frequency that then go through all the dimensions and connect with everything.
I think the magic is to combine the frequency, so the point, and you can see it like the body is like an instrument, like a guitar with many strings, the
Yeah.
meridians, that's how I see it. And then every point is a different note, a different tone on the guitar. And then I send out this frequency, but I do it with a command or with an intention for what it should be doing. And this is actually how we go into the field and not stay just in the physical.
And you can do the commands with us, and I would recommend you to do it speaking it. You don't have to speak it out loud, but you can just whisper it. But to be with us, we won't go too fast, so you can follow our rhythm, and that way you create an extra vibration using also your voice, and that combining with the points is really, really making a difference. And we've seen things happen very, very fast. If you know which point, with which command, things can shift very quickly, sometimes just in one session.
Yes, and perfect is also to use deep, deep breathing. So to
Absolutely.
really breathe in and out. And we will repeat that also several times to remind you.
We are not rushing, we're not in a hurry.
No.
And we want to stay in that nice, I would say, energy where we're not fully here, but we're not fully gone. So you want to be with us, but in a very relaxed state, very relaxed, so that the body is relaxed. Then we'll have the maximum impact.
So I would say, let's get ready. And we are ready.
Yes, and we will explain everything as we go through the points. So you don't need to worry about anything. We just go. And the great thing is also that you can always repeat this later. So even if you missed a tiny little bit, you can come back and repeat it again. And that we recommend to you to do, so that we all get in the deepest layers possible.
So now the clock is running the last minute for toilet break.
Yes.
So take a deep breath in and put your hands on your heart. And now we invite again all our parts to join us for this session. And you can repeat after me. I invite all of my parts now to join this session. I want to connect to my inner knowing and release all the fear, all the resistance, and all the sabotage. Breathe in and out, and relax deeper and deeper.
And allow your body now to relax. All the muscles in your body are relaxing. Your face is relaxing. But also your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your legs. Just relax. Your chest, your abdomen. Relax. Your hands and your feet relax. And as you let go everything of today, allow your consciousness to expand. The more your body relaxes, the more your consciousness is expanding and your body is finding peace and your consciousness is expanding.
And you can feel now how your body loves to relax. But the more you relax, the more you become aware of the things that you didn't see before, the things that were hidden, the things that a part of you knows. Your inner knowing. And now you can start to gently massage your temples. And breathe in and out, relaxing with every breath more. And releasing the resistance to remember, to know what you already know deep inside. And then you can go with one hand to the back of your head.
It's now time to allow everything that's been pushed away, forgotten, to come back. You were born with an inner knowing, a compass. It has been pushed away. And imagine now that you remember again, and all the layers are now dissolving. Just let them dissolve. You are ready to remember that you have this power. This inner knowing is yours to take back, to claim back, and repeat quietly inside, I claim back my inner knowing. I refuse to let it be forgotten. It is mine.
And then you go to the crown chakra And tap gently at the top of your head. And just keep massaging the top of your head. And breathe in and out. And repeat after me. I now release all the structures that are blocking my memory, my inner knowing. All energetic structures, all implants, anything that stands between me and my inner knowing. Breathe in and out. And then we go to the third eye. We are connecting now to your pineal gland. In the middle of your brain. That part of you that is constantly translating frequencies. And now it's time to cleanse the pineal gland, to remove any block, any sabotage, any filter. And you can again repeat after me. I now release from my pineal gland any block, any filter, any sabotage mechanism. Breathe in and out. And now we go to the switch. And we are connecting now to our mind. Because our mind has all these sabotage mechanisms. Making us believe that maybe it's not the inner knowing speaking. Maybe we are not really connected. And you know this chatter in the mind.
And say, I release all these voices in my head. I release all these thoughts. I release everything that's blocking me to be in my power. I know deep inside, I can do this. I am born with inner knowing, and I'm claiming it back now.
And then you go under your lip, on the chin, connecting now with suppressed emotions, the parts of you that were suppressed, the inner knowing that was suppressed, under all the programs of the mind. And feel now how your inner knowing wants to awaken again, to connect with you. And now you can repeat after me. I now release anything that blocks my inner knowing. And realize it is safe now. It is safe to stop suppressing. And now we go to the left axilla. And gently massage, connecting to the parts that feel not good enough. The parts that believe, I don't know, I don't have an inner knowing. I don't know how to connect. Breathe in and out. And release all these doubts, all these self-worth and self-image problems. And realize it's just the inner critic talking. This is not the truth. And then we go again to the mind, the third eye.
And connect with your mind. Let go of all the thoughts and everything else. Find that peaceful state where you connect to your inner knowing. That power that you were born with. You are now ready to take it back. You always knew deep inside the best way forward. And now you're connecting with it again. It's there. It's always been there. Even before you were born, it was there. Now it's coming back to you and becoming stronger and stronger.
And now you go to the ear massage and massage your whole ear. And repeat after me. I now release all the energies that are trying to influence or manipulate me, from inside or from outside. I release now all manipulations, because I know that nothing can truly manipulate my inner knowing. Breathe in and out. And then we go to the back of the head. And here we connect to all the timelines, all the possibilities in the field. And you can also see this as the Akasha records. And now it is time to call back all our parts that are still entrapped or stuck in a timeline where we are disconnected from the inner knowing, where we cannot hear it, where we cannot feel how to move forward. And now you can repeat after me. I now call back all my parts that are still stuck or entrapped in a timeline where I'm disconnected from my inner knowing. Breathe in and out. And now you can say, I now erase these timelines from my Akasha records. I call all my parts back for complete healing, and I send back all that's not mine. Breathe in and out again. And then we go to the crown, where we are connecting to our oversoul, our bigger soul. You can also see it like your soul family, that field where your soul is coming from.
Now call upon your oversoul and connect to your oversoul. Dear oversoul, it is time now again to connect to the inner knowing and to break free from all paths that lead to false ascension, to reconnect and find your way back so that we can connect again to the inner knowing, the path of maximum healing of body, mind, energy bodies, soul and oversoul.
And now we go to our third eye. And we are connected again to the oversoul. And sometimes we carry the pain of our oversoul, of our soul family. And this can cause us to disconnect from our inner knowing. So now we break free from that. And you can repeat after me. I now break free from all the entrapments of my oversoul. Dear oversoul, I invite you to do the same. But I cannot carry the pain for you. And I cut now all the energetic links with these entrapments. Breathe in and out. And now we do the trauma release, striking down next to our vertebrae on the back of the neck. And breathe deep in and out here. With every breath, you're releasing more of the traumas. Okay, let's take 5 deep breaths together. Releasing all the resonances of the traumas. All the traumas of our soul family. Feeling disconnected, feeling alone, feeling misguided. Release it now. And now we go to the liver on the right side. And gently massage, connecting to powerlessness. All the parts that feel powerless, but also angry, maybe were misguided in the past. It's not time to release that anger.
And as you're releasing this anger, you remember you are not powerless. You're very, very powerful. And each time you connect to your inner knowing, you're also connecting to your power. This will lead you where you can use your power to best. Take a deep breath in and release.
And now we go to the beginning of the eyebrows, releasing all the insecurities. And you can now repeat after me. I release now all the insecurities. Anything that is sabotaging or blocking my inner knowing. The part in you that knows what is good for you, what is safe, but also when it's time to say stop, to break free. And now we go to stomach 12, the special point, massaging against the muscle above the clavicles. And now you can say, I release now all the energies that are interfering with my inner knowing. In all dimensions. Dear Oversoul, release now all the blocks on the inner knowing. Dear Soul, release all that is blocking the inner knowing. And now we go to the fear under the clavicles.
Now it's time to connect to your energy bodies, and specifically with your shadow body, where so many parts of you are repressed, pushed away, and your astral body also. Connect to the energy bodies now and repeat after me. I release now all my fears, all that I suppressed, I release now. All the fear I have against knowing, I release now. All the fears I've been carrying with me through lifetimes, I'm releasing now. I'm stepping back into my inner knowing. And now we move again to the beginning of the eyebrows.
Connecting now with all our parts that feel unsafe. Unsafe to connect with the inner knowing. Unsafe to let this knowing come up inside of us. And you can now repeat after me. I now release all the unsafety. It is safe to remember. It is safe to know. And then we go under the lip on the chin, releasing now all the suppressed memories, suppressed emotions, all that we are suppressing. It is now time to stop suppressing. Also in our energy field, our energy bodies, we have suppressed so much. And with every breath, release the suppressed emotions so that the parts of you can return that know. And then we go to the mind, the third eye again.
And connect also with your pineal gland. And feel there the peace of inner knowing, the peace of being connected with your inner knowing, to know what you need to know just by connecting, and allow yourself to be guided by your inner knowing. And connect now to your shadow body and release even more now all the suppression, all the parts that were suppressed, all that you pushed away and that is still hurting, that is not healed yet. And repeat after me. I now release all the pain and suffering from my shadow body and my astral body. Breathe in and out.
And then we go to the trauma release. And massage again the back of your neck. Releasing all the traumas. that you stored in your energy field, the traumas that are distorting your inner knowing. Breathe in and out and release the traumas now. Breathing deeply in and out and releasing. And 4 more deep breaths in and out. And now we go to the thumbs. And we are connecting now to our inner children. Because here is where the game is really played. Because our little parts, they knew. They were connected to the inner knowing. And over time they learned how to suppress the inner knowing. So now it's time to bring them home and to heal together with them. And while you tap gently your thumbs, you're releasing all the sadness of your inner children. And you can repeat now after me. Dear inner children, release now with me all your sadness, feeling alone in this world, feeling misunderstood. Maybe you tried to speak with your parents, but they did not truly understand you. Breathe in and out. And now we go to the third eye again, pineal gland. Dear inner children, it's now time to stop sabotaging the inner knowing. I know that sometimes you felt misunderstood, and you might still carry anger, frustration, or powerlessness with you. But now it is time to release all of this and to stop sabotaging. Because it is not about our parents. It's about our relationship, you and me. I know that you know, and I want to know too. So let's now release all that is blocking that connection. Breathe in and out. And now we go to the beginning of the eyebrow. And with every breath, release all the feelings of unsafety. Dear inner children, it is time to release your unsafety now. And then we go to the liver on the right side. Gently massage or tap. Breathe in and out. Dear inner children, it's time to release your anger now, your powerlessness. Breathe in and out. And then we go to the left axilla, connecting to the children in us that felt not good enough. Maybe they wanted to be heard, understood, but the parents didn't pay attention. And then they thought, what I have to say is not important. What I know doesn't matter. These are the deepest inner knowing blocks. So breathe now deeply in and out. And feel how you will make that connection to the inner children that have been hiding your inner knowing deep inside. My dear inner children, what you know is so precious. I want to know. I want to listen to you. I want to reconnect with our inner knowing. Breathe in and out. And now you can put your hands on your heart and feel inside.
Connect with your heart and feel now how you feel the peace inside. And just know that you're on your way to reconnect to what was once yours. You are born with this gift, and you had to go through so much, especially when you were still a child, and you could feel and know certain things, but you could not express it. But now you can take that power back, the power to know, and the power to express what you know, the power to no longer allow your thoughts and your mind to take control, or your emotions, or what people say or do. Your inner knowing is always there with you. And it's time to give it space, to give it more and more space so it can lead you, it can guide you. Always know that you know. And you just need to connect.
And now feel inside if your inner knowing has a message for you. And maybe the message comes now. Maybe it will come later, in a week or even a month. The time doesn't matter. And you can even state inside, I am now ready to receive messages from my inner knowing. To be guided by that part of me that knows, that is uninfluenced, that is sovereign. And maybe you want to go deeper in connecting to the inner knowing and expand your multidimensional awareness. And just tune in. Feel if this path is for you. Because it's very soon Roy's birthday, and He wants to celebrate with a very special live session. And it's part of the DNA Soul Awakening. And it's a session to expand the multidimensional awareness and heal the parts of the soul and oversoul that are deep inside, calling, so that you can expand and know what is influencing you from the other dimensions. What do you need to remember? Just feel if this path is for you. And we have also another path. And this is the path of NEI itself. The journey of NEI is connecting deeper and deeper with your inner knowing, but also awakening your self-healing power and releasing anything that blocks your self-healing. And you can do this in your own pace, in your own time. But you are part of a loving community where you are guided, where you're supported every step of the way. Where you can ask your questions. So feel now if this path is for you. Maybe you want to combine both. Or maybe you'll feel called to something else. Breathe in and out and come slowly back. Yes, and I can feel the session.
Oh, yeah. I feel the session too. And wow. This is something that I would recommend that you repeat. Because every time you repeat it, you will go layers deeper and deeper. We've suppressed our inner knowing for so long. I know everything about it, by the way. And I've been very successful on my path, but a lot of my success came by forcing my way, by pushing my way, and just doing and doing and doing. And not always was that flow. I so many times were feeling resistance, fighting, and that cost life force, that cost energy. With inner knowing, that struggle is not there. Inner knowing is totally different. It feels like, this famous saying, every day is like a holiday.
Yeah.
It's just totally different. We're not fighting and struggling on willpower anymore. And yes, on my birthday, this is very special. It's 7 a.m. in the morning, but you can do it later. We will do a DNA Soul Awakening, and it's about multidimensional awareness. Is to really connect with more parts of yourself, to open your pineal gland, not only for your inner knowing, but really to more parts of your soul, your oversoul, your energy bodies, but also to become more aware of what's happening around you. And yes, you're invited. You get a special offer for that.
Yes, it's Roy's birthday gift,
Yes.
one of his many birthday gifts that he's giving for people. And if you get the DNA Soul Awakening now, you get this upgrade for free. and it's a €150 upgrade. So I think it's a very, very nice gift.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'll wake up very early for you.
But it doesn't matter when you
Yeah,
do it, because
yes,
the session is always there and you can repeat it and do it in your own timing. And it will be even much more than this session. We will have an untold story. We will have, many, many more things
absolutely,
coming.
absolutely. And DNA Soul Awakening is about awakening your potential. Just like your inner knowing is a gift that has been suppressed, you have many more gifts hiding in your DNA and your soul.
Yeah.
And this is a pathway where we like keep opening the gifts that you have inside of you. I'm very, very excited about it. This is a path that I really, really love. And then for us, NEI is that what made the difference for us to get out of a deep, deep crisis. I would say an existential crisis. If I look back where I was 1 year ago, 2 years ago, it was not good. But with NEI, I could break through. And now we've learned so much, and we finally are ready to share it with the world. And there are different ways to do it in your own pace, at home, whenever you want, or you can also become a NEI facilitator and help others. It's just whatever is best
Yes.
for you.
Yeah, we are one big family, and we invite you also, if you feel the calling, to come and to join the NEI Soul Healing family.
Absolutely. And it's soul healing family.
Yes, we're healing together, and we are really one family, and we are so happy because this is something that has so many breakthroughs already for people. It's like crazy what we're seeing now,
Absolutely,
and the
absolutely.
fast results that we are getting. So yeah,
Crazy
we could
stuff.
not
Yeah,
share this. We
absolutely.
had to share this with you,
Absolutely, absolutely.
and we hope that you enjoyed this session
Absolutely.
and that you can now connect deeper with your inner knowing.
So you know what you need to know when you need to know. So now you know if this is something you want to continue on this path with us, and we trust that you connect and
Yes.
find the answers in you.
Because you know best what is best
Absolutely.
for you.
Thank you. From our hearts to your hearts, we send you love and inner knowing. Thank you.
Lots of love.
That's enough.
Also from our team.